Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Justice Torres ahead of his Fury 105 fight against Shane Torres. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, brother. Just got off work, feeling good. About to go train.
And how are you feeling ahead of your upcoming fight?
I feel good. I'm excited. It's been what? It's gonna be 6 months since I've been in the cage, so I'm just ready to go.
And how, obviously, you're facing Shane Torres. What is the quality that you see from Shane that you feel like you can really take advantage of coming into the fight?
I mean, I think anywhere the fight goes, I think I'm just better all around. I think I have better wrestling, better cardio, better striking. Um, I really just don't see any way that he can beat me.
And like you said, you have got better cardio than Shane. Do you feel like being able to, in your last fight, it was a championship, went into the championship rounds, you maybe weren't able to be successful, but it did show that you were able to go the full 5 rounds.
Yeah, well, no, for sure. I mean, regardless of if it's gonna be a 3 round fight or a 5 round, no matter what, I'm always gonna train for like it's if it's 5 rounds because like cardio is gonna be the best. I feel like it's gonna be one of your best things if to have like in your arsenal. So no matter what, I'm always preparing like I'm getting ready for a 5 round fight.
And how was the last fight for you personally? Because obviously it didn't go your way, but how was being able to experience that title opportunity?
Looking at it back now in hindsight, I can definitely see where like I went wrong. I think I let the pressure get to me. I think also too, it was just small errors, and like I said, hats off to Cameron, him and his coach Alex. They did a good game plan. They stuck to the game plan. They capitalized on it. So yeah, but as far as looking back at it now from a a farther perspective, I think it was good that it actually happened. I'd rather have that fight where you got to dig deep, you're it's not going your way, you're dealing with the adversity. I'd rather deal with that now than deal with it in the
Yeah.
UFC whenever you're dealing with some serious killers.
And do you feel like that is the main thing that just highlights, takes you apart from the rest? Is that you're not really hungover about taking a loss. You're being able to go back, study it, learn from the mistakes, and take it as a lesson more than just a setback.
Yeah, I definitely like I said, I mean it's still a loss that like it's
Yeah,
gonna bother me because I know I can beat him 10 times. I know if we fight again, I know I can win. So but like you said, I learned a lot, and I guess I won't make those mistakes again. I'll make sure to, I'm not gonna let the pressure get to me no more. Like I've just, just got to really like look at myself and realize that like I dropped the ball. So yeah.
and then do you feel like with this fight, you're able to go in there, you'll get that stoppage? I know Cameron is still fighting for that title. I know Michael Aswell did get sent to the UFC, but he is facing Cody Freeman for that belt. Do you feel like you go in there, get that stoppage, and you're back in that title picture? Maybe you can get that shot next, or what do you think is next?
Yeah, no, I think for sure. Yeah, I'm excited for that fight too because I've been seeing Cody. I've watched him like he's taken. So whenever Michael got the call up, I was kind of expecting Eric to say like, "Hey, we're gonna go ahead and do that rematch." Because I told Eric from the
Yeah,
jump, like, I'd love to have that rematch. But I never got that call, and I'm like, maybe he's waiting for me to call him. But then I saw them make that post of Cody Freeman, and whenever I saw it, at first I was like, man, what the, I want the rematch. But I look at it from a promoter standpoint, and I get it. Cody's very deserving of it for one. I was like, he's taking short notice fights. He's finished his people. He's been on a tear, so he's very deserving. I can't knock him at all. And for sure I'm going to be watching it close. So I'm going to be watching, and who may the best man win, and then hopefully I get my shot at whoever wins that wins that.
how was it being on the Fury 100 card, being with a card of that magnitude?
Like I was saying before, I think it had it felt awesome being on it just for the simple fact of I've been with Fury since my very first amateur fight,
Yeah,
and just watching the company grow, me growing as a fighter, it was really cool. And then also too, like I said, just kind of like the little bit of that pressure got to me of it being like a big card, and then also too me being so close to that UFC door. It
yeah.
kind of like I said, kind of everything is kind of built up. But yeah, definitely like seeing Fury go from like Cage Warriors to their like or Cage Combat, whatever they used to call it back in the day. So lose again.
Yeah, exactly. And with with Fury, like you're saying, you were wanting that title fight. However, you beat Shane. You now go up to 11-3. Do you feel like your name is in the hat for maybe like one of those later Dana White Contender Series fights?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think if I do like go in there, I handle my business. Next Contender Series. I just want to, like I said, I just got to go in there and handle this, and I'm just gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And are you being able to focus on the UFC featherweight division, or are you just for like any short notice fight that may come up? I know Danny Gay, he said he does look at each card to see if there is an opportunity that comes up, he can take it. Do you look at anything like that, or are you just solely on Fury just now?
Well, no, for sure. Like as soon as like say like for example, say we get past this fight, I'm always watching. I always watch the cards. I love the sport so much. I watch the fight night from the fight nights to the pay-per-views. I watch the prelims all the way to the main event. And yeah, if I do see there's some featherweights on there, and like I said, I always like to try and stay ready so that way I can get called for a short notice. So that's definitely going to be a goal of mine after this fight. Be ready for short notice. That way, if they call, and even at 55, I don't care. Like you saw how Michael went out there. I feel like honestly, Michael's stock only went up. So even if
Yeah.
they call me for 55, I would answer the call and say, yeah, let's do it.
And what do you feel like is next for your division in the UFC? Obviously, you just had Volkanovski get his belt back. I feel like they are leaning towards Yair to be the next contender. But what is your opinion on that featherweight roster?
I really don't like the Yair fight for the featherweight title just for the fact that like look how dominant Alex handled him the first time.
Yeah,
But I did see, I don't know if it's official or not. I saw Diego versus was it Jean Silva,
yeah,
him, and yeah, and then with just overall that top the division's just very exciting right now. So, but obviously, even if I get to the UFC, I'm not going to be fighting top 10 right
yeah,
away.
yeah.
So I'd have to work my way up. As far as like the contenders that have been coming up, I usually like to watch like the contender series and then, work my way from there. So any of those guys I would love to get in the cage with.
And what do you make of for the potential fight against Kevin Van Hasselhoff, the guy who was in the contender series last year?
Who was it you said?
The Argentine Kevin, I think it's Van Hasselhoff,
Is he the one that fought and
and
what's that redhead?
Gene Silva the first time wasn't successful, then came back and got the win the second time.
Yeah, I honestly the name's not ringing a bell like as far as that, but if I'm more I gotta see his face, but like I said, I've been seeing the guys on the contender series, and the thing that like most excites me is I like the matchups against all of them. That's the thing. I
Yeah,
like the matchups against all of them, no matter who it is. Um, like I said, I just need my opportunity. That's it.
he was the guy that faced like Strong Woo Choi in on the March 15th card on the UFC. But
Gotcha.
once you get the win here, you'll be 11-4. How are you celebrating this win? Is there anything you particularly like to do after a win?
Yeah, so I'll be 11-3, and yeah, so afterwards, for sure, I guess like I usually just go out and enjoy some family time, just because whenever I'm in camp, it's always like I go to work, I go to train, I come home and I go to sleep. I don't really spend too much time, you know, like we're really like at Monday. I usually pick my son up from school, but luckily he's in summer break, so I just pick him up from the daycare, and me and him personally just go have like a father Sunday, and and we'll go have a good time together. So whether I take him to like go do something or go eat something, but yeah, that's usually what I like.
Yeah, exactly. And what has been your best performance so far in the cage? Like, if you had to pick out one of your fights, which one would that be?
Probably be my when I fought Nick Talavera. dominated him the first round, almost finished him, and then came out in the second and TKO'd him with leg kicks in the second. That would probably be my best performance yet. And then maybe I would say I think I did very well on my title fight whenever I fought that I don't even remember his name. But whenever I fought for the title, I think I did good of landing my shots and not getting hit, keeping my head off the center line. He obviously got me down in that first round, and whenever I was going to that fight with stitches already, like I just got him out, so it opened me up right away. But as far as like not taking any more damage in that fight, that was another good performance. And then maybe my Joel Maddox fight, he was a 5-0 undefeated, and I just dominated him from start to finish.
Well, make sure you guys tune in to Fury 105 on June 22nd. You can see Justice be able to get that win and either get back into that contender series or be able to get back into the title picture and get that title back. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
anything you wanting to add or anyone you wanting to shout out?
Yeah, no, first of all, I just want to say shout out to all my sponsors, like Hardstyle. They're making some shirts, so hit them up, get on the website. Shout out to, just like I said, everyone that's coming out and supporting. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. It means the world to me. Like I said, I do this for y'all. And yeah, so just thank you, and thank you for having me too.
No worries, I can't wait to see you get that win, and we know we'll be seeing you in the UFC very soon.
Hell yeah, let's go.